Getting lean is hard. The first couple of weeks, motivation is high and the number on the scales drops most days. After a couple of weeks, food noise starts getting louder, workouts become a bit of a slog, and the scale stops dropping. Then your motivation tanks, you order a takeaway, the weight you lost piles back on overnight, and you're back to where you started. If only you could force yourself to stay on track even when motivation drops. I'm going to tell you how I help my clients trick their minds to stay on track and how to make nutrition and training simple so you never second guess yourself. Let's go. Why do you actually want to get lean? This exercise will help you in 3 weeks' time when you feel like giving up, because knowing this will be the reminder you need to suck it up and carry on. You do this by asking yourself why over and over again, until you reach a deep emotional reason. You may already know yours. One of my clients had just had a kid when 2 of his uncles passed away at 60 years old, so his was pretty obvious. But if you don't know yours, your conversation will look like this. Why do you want to get lean? So I'm happier. Why will having less fat make you happy? Right now, I feel down when I get dressed because I either wear black clothes or make sure they're baggy, and I want to wear nicer clothes, all right? Why do you want to feel better in clothes? So I feel more confident when I go out. And why will being more confident change your day to day? Well, when I go to the park, I sit on the bench because I get tired chasing my kids around, and I get anxious that other parents are looking at me when I run. I jiggle a bit, I feel quite uncomfortable. I want to be in the park, playing with my kids and making memories. I also only have 3 photos of me with my kids from last year, and I want to be in them so I can look back on them in 10 years' time. Bingo, that's what we want. A real deep emotional reason as to why you actually want to get lean and how getting lean will improve your day to day. Work out yours, then write it down on a post-it note and stick it on your bathroom mirror where you'll see it every day. Every week, my clients will send me a weekly check-in. They cover different parts, but one of the most important is telling me what they have coming up over the next week. Then we talk about how much progress they want to make and what they need to do to make that come true. You can do the same by sitting down once a week to review your schedule. If you've got work drinks coming up, decide how many days of progress you're happy to give up to have a good time. You might say a week, in which case, great, go and wing it, have a good time. You might decide that your long-term progress is more important than drinks and that you want to be a little bit more careful. Brilliant. Go and have a couple of 0% beers, skip the food and duck out early. There are no right or wrong answers. For example, your kid's birthday will be more important than a friend of a friend's birthday. One, you'll happily lose a few days of progress. The other, probably not. But laying out a plan before you go out will help you stay on track long term. I will say this, if every week there's an event that you'll happily lose progress over, you probably don't want your goal enough, which is fine, but then accept you won't be as lean as you want to be in the future. Other people might feel uncomfortable that you're saying no to booze or food. They don't care about your long-term goal. They only want to make themselves feel better in the moment. And if someone is upset that you won't have a drink on a night out with them, well, that's pretty childish behaviour, and they're probably not a good friend. Doing this, you might feel guilty or a little bit awkward. That's normal. They're only feelings that you'll forget about by the time the night ends. Now let's talk about nutrition. If your food resembles the diet of a 4-year-old left unsupervised in a supermarket, then you're going to struggle. There are many ways to make nutrition work, but the best way is to keep it simple. Eat 3 to 4 meals a day and make sure each one includes a good source of protein, plenty of fruit or veg, and a little bit of carbohydrates or fat. Track your food in an app to see how many calories you're eating. Yes, it takes effort, but if you want to get lean, you need to put some effort in. If you plan your meals in advance, eat like an adult, and accept you'll be hungry at times, you'll get leaner every week. Dieting isn't forever. When you reach the body fat you're happy with, you can increase your calories. Then you eat more, hunger goes down, energy goes way up, and life is a lot more enjoyable. Well, assuming you do the reverse diet the right way. Do it the wrong way and you'll just get fat again. But that's a video for another time. On to training. For best results, you need to strength train 3 to 4 times a week. This is a signal for your body to hold on to muscle, which is good. Otherwise you'll just look smaller and weaker instead of being stronger and more athletic. Follow a structured program and track your weights and your reps so you know you're lifting more each session. This is called progressive overload. If you want a program to follow, click the link for 4 weeks of free coaching and you'll get a program plus some other bits that will help you too. And open up your calendar and block out when you're going to train. Then make sure you get them in. Last bit to cover, tracking your progress. At the start, you feel and look your worst. The thought of taking photos and doing waist and hip measurements is anxiety inducing. You don't like having photos taken with your kids, so I know standing half naked in front of your phone camera isn't very appealing. But in 8 weeks' time, When you're a stone lighter, you'll be pleased that you have them. Every week, your body will change a little bit, but then when you put the first photos against the most recent ones, you'll be amazed at the difference. Every week, you need to take progress photos and circumference measurements. They'll show you whether you're progressing, and if you're not, you'll know what you need to do to either change what you're doing or be more compliant with the plan. Each day, track your morning body weight, food, steps, any exercise, and your water intake. Then put that information into a coaching log like this one. This will give you all the high level information you need to know so you know whether you're making progress, and then if you're not, what you can then change. You want to aim to lose 0.5 to 1% of your body weight per week. So if you're 80 kilos, it's 0.4 to 0.8 kilos. Any less and you'll lose motivation, any more and you'll risk losing lean body mass. I'm sure you've got questions, so comment below and I'll answer you. Thanks for watching.